Hi, this is Hillary from Celestance, and today we're checking out the Young Nails LED lamp. This lamp is very compact, which is really nice. About actually two hand size. Really nice. I found myself being able to just, toss in my bag to get back and forth from work. Very easy and convenient. The other thing, we'll talk about the underside in a little bit, but because of the way the bulbs are, you don't have to worry about them pulling loose from the sockets as you would an LED. So, but let's just check this out in general. The first thing you're going to notice is that there's a little cover shield, and this shield is just to prevent light escaping, eye protection. So very nice. Gives it a little. Someone said it looked like, is it Geordi from Star Trek? I thought that was kind of hilarious. But the important thing is the slide out tray. When this came, it's got a little blue film on it. You've got to pull out that blue film or it won't cure correctly. That's the only spot on the lamp with the blue film. But on this, you'll see there are 4 divots. Those divots are for finger placement, and it's pretty critical. So 4 divots there. Then you've got 2 divots here. Those are not for 2 thumbs. It is 1 thumb in the center. And you'll see in a second why you need to have this placed there. So I just want to flip this puppy over and give you a view on the inside. You can see how drastically different it is from a UV lamp. You've got 9 lights in this particular setup. The bulbs last 5.5 to 6 years. You can't change them out on your own. You're going to have to send them in professionally. I don't have any info on that. I'm sure Young Nails could hook you up in 6 years, providing the technology is even around. But you can see the little gaps in there. It's also why it's really critical that you get the finger placement correctly. Because of that, if you don't have them placed in those little divots, you won't get a good cure. But it's pretty cool looking. Alright, so I tried filming this segment quite a few times, and I can't seem to get those numbers to show up without everything being completely blurry. I'm hoping you can see that pretty well. But the timing section on the Young Nails LED light, there's an on-off button, a 10, a 20, and a 30-second timer. Now, 30 seconds, you're thinking, well, the base coat is 2 minutes, and so how does that work? Well, essentially, you start your 30 seconds, and as it counts down, you're working on the other hand. And what happens is, as you're getting closer to the time, you simply hit, and it resets itself again. So, the problem with this is I'm not sure how much of a leeway on that 2-minute cure you've got. I can see some people getting really nervous and, spanking that down at like 9 seconds. If you're shaving 9 seconds off on 4 presses, that adds up. You might as well skip that last 30-second cure. So, is it ideal? No. Is it, workable? Of course. So it's just kind of a small thing, something to keep in mind. Okay guys, so those are the most important points. I'm really sick right now, but having you stare at a lamp for this next portion just seemed kind of funny. I just want to bring up a couple of things. One is that, UV, LED, LED is right now. It's also the future of nails. So if you're looking to really be where it's at and find out what's going on, you want to go LED. There's also the slight UV controversy about it being a mini tanning bed for hands. I really think that issue is kind of a non-issue, because if you're using sunscreen, there's nothing to be concerned about whatsoever. Your clients are coming in every 2 to 3 weeks. If you're using it correctly, they have minimal exposure. So, anyway, that's just one point. Second is cost effectiveness. If you're using an LED lamp, you've purchased the lamp, you also have to get the replacement bulbs every year. If you're a busy nail tech, you're talking 2 to 4 times a year at $40 to $80. There's 4 bulbs per 36-watt lamp. That really adds up. In your first year, you've paid off an LED lamp. LED lamps don't have to be changed out for 5.5 to 6 years. So, it's it's very cost effective. 3 is speed. You gain a lot in speed depending on the product you're using. With the LED photo initiators, the products do differentiate between curing times, but the Young Nails maniQ system is it's a minute 30 with maniQ. It's for the colors system. It's a 30. Excuse me. It's a 2 minute for the base coat. It is 30 seconds per layer of color, and it is 30 seconds for your top coat. Now, one thing is I've noticed with maniQ is that it is a 3-layer system, and it's simply because you have to put on the color so thin. Even with the UV, you have more wiggle room, I think, with the UV, but on the LED lamp you really have to go very, very thin to make sure it cures rock hard, and you have to have proper finger placement with this particular lamp. So with that, you end up needing 3 coats for it to look really, fresh and polished, no pun intended. So that adds on at least 3 to 5 minutes or more. You're still gaining. Okay, so that's kind of an overview of the LED lamp by Young Nails. I did have a question from Linda, and she asked if I liked this lamp better than some other models, like from Presto or Gelish. And Linda, I actually haven't had a chance to try those lamps hands-on. I would love to, but obviously the Young Nails LED lamp is more than sufficient for the kind of work that you'd need to do. I know there is a feature on one of the models where you can put your hand in and out, and it's a sensor that triggers it on and off. That's a really nice feature, but it's not required. I first became aware of LED lamps last year with the Cal-Gel, I think it was, model that they offered, and it was very expensive at the time. I was completely intrigued. I really wanted one. And I believe that one was a full hand lamp as well. So, that's the only thing I would look out for. But it seems at this point that options are limited. It doesn't appear Cal-Gel is even offering that lamp anymore. And Young Nails really has done a great job of bringing it in at a price point where nail pros can come in kind of en masse and really get started on the LED market. So if you've had any inkling at all to get into LED, yeah, start here. It's a great place, especially if you're using Young Nails already. It's kind of a no-brainer. So any other questions, leave them here or on the website, Celestis.com. Thanks for watching.